Mr. Bowtie's Texas High School Sports Machine is driven by Henry Finley and McCombs Ford West, a proud supporter of all area local sports. McCombs Ford West, simply the best.
The 57th pick of the 2022 MLB Draft. The Atlanta Braves select Cole Phillips.
It was incredible. Coming into this, the Braves were one of our top teams, so the fact that it was able to work out was just surreal. It was awesome.
Hey folks, Mr. Bowtie here. Keep banging home that subscribe button on your screen so that way you can stay up to date on all the great local sports coverage not found on TV or in a cheap web stream. And don't forget to hit me up on Twitter at Mr. Bowtie 1982. It's fast, it's free, and you're gonna make my dogs think I'm the best person in the world. Thank you so much and enjoy the show. Cole Phillips, the Atlanta Braves, you had to wait a few hours deep into the second round, but what's that reaction like when you got that phone call saying that you're heading to the Southeast?
Man, it was incredible. Coming into this, the Braves were one of our top teams, so the fact that it was able to work out was just surreal. It was awesome.
I know it's been tough wondering if you're going to get picked or if you get slotted high enough coming off the surgery. Just that thought of now knowing that all that hard work has paid off and the journey now begins to as you head for your dreams to go to the majors.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the journey's just starting, so I got a long career ahead of me, and it's going to be a good one. I'm just excited to get to work.
Atlanta, we know that's a franchise. They've won World Series in the past. They're in contention again. I mean, you never want to pick where you want to go, but it still has to feel good to go to a place that's going to contend right away, and I'm sure has a great minor league system where you'll be starting at.
No doubt. And also on top of that, they're known really to develop pitchers and stuff like that. So for me to get in that rotation and that development system, I'm super pumped.
Have they told you where you'll start at and what level you'll start at?
I'll start off rehabbing, so I'll just be at the spring training complex, and then once I'm ready and I'm cleared, then who knows? It's kind of up to me.
You get to share this with all your teammates, all your friends, your family. Just that thought on when they're all hugging you and how you've taken the next step in the journey, when having them all around you.
Yeah, I mean, it means so much for me. I mean, these people are my support, my friends, my family, all that. They've been there since day one, so the fact that they got to celebrate this memory with me means a lot.
Pretty cool. Fred McGriff, who was on those World Series teams, called your name, and I'm sure at some point you'll get a chance to meet up, and that'd be extra special.
For sure. No, I mean, I really have nothing else to say, man. It's a pretty incredible experience.
Let me be the first to say congratulations. Welcome to the pros.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
You look at what could have been, had he stayed healthy, all through the entire season, I think he'd have went way earlier than this. But we're super excited for Cole, for his family. God, what a great deal for the Bernie Greyhound athletic program. What a great deal for Bernie Greyhound baseball to have a player get drafted this year. And he's a quality player. Atlanta Braves picked up a heck of a player, and we're just tickled to death for him.
This is the first time in about 15 years or so that Bernie's had a player drafted. It's your third. I mean, what's that experience like as a manager when you manage a player that ends up getting drafted and is going to go right into the start after he gets done with rehab, start the process towards his journey to the majors?
Well, the deal of it is for 43 years I've had 3 players drafted, so I've been very fortunate. That I know that sounds like not a whole lot drafted in a long period of time, but when you're fortunate enough to have that type of quality of A, number one, young man, and B, number two, quality of player like that, it makes my job really easy. I coach really good when I have those really good players, but we're just so excited for Cole. He worked very hard for this. Unfortunately, when he had the Tommy John surgery, that was a bump in the road, not the end of the road. And this is a great example that he has persevered all through this, and he'll do whatever he needs to do to be successful at the professional level. It's a great joy because you hope that we have done something along the line that might have helped him a little bit along the line, but a lot of it goes back to his raising of his mom and dad, and they're just good people, and for him to be able to go on and do those things is just fantastic for us.
We determined that definitely discovered this is a very fluid process for the MLB Draft. It's very uncertain. So we had an idea Cole was going to go somewhere in the second round, but we really didn't know, what pick or what team. And so we got some calls as the second round started, kind of some talks about possibly him getting off the board. Still a little uncertainty until the deal was done with the Braves, and he couldn't be more elated, and neither could I. So
Yeah, the Braves are a solid organization. Obviously, rehab will start before the minors, but that's a place that, or at least a farm system that he can succeed in very quickly.
yeah, absolutely. What's interesting about this is obviously he would have been elated to go to any one of 30 teams, but the Braves were one of his top 2 or 3 teams he wanted to go to because they have such a track record of pitching success going back to their 80s and 90s days with Maddux and Smoltz and Glavine and all those guys. So it's just, honestly, it's a perfect place for him to go to. They've got an amazing spring training facility. They have some of the best player development people in the game and pitching development. So we're just so excited for Cole and his future. And I tell you what, the Atlanta Braves made a really good decision tonight, I can tell you that.